She's drunk at
Yeah,
brunch.
that wasn't sober.
That makes sense.
Wait, speaking to the mic to make sure. No, speaking to the mic. There we go. The mic. You have to speak into the mic in order to things to like. All right, and I see the thing right here.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. That's it. So, all right. We definitely started already though.
Yeah.
We started. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I figured if we start, I mean, like you guys just get into it, right? But this,
We have to cop that out.
I mean, we'll cop it out. Doesn't matter. This is the 347 podcast.
Wait, I'm like spilling everything. I'm nervous.
Do not.
Don't be nervous.
Stop.
It's all right.
You have a carpet cleaner?
Yeah, but that don't matter.
Okay.
All
Cool.
1, 2, 3.
This is take
50.
take 15. Take 15. Take 15.
Where are we
So
today?
when you
This
press
is-
buttons on that, can we hear the noise?
No.
No, we can't. We can only hear this like through the
After,
playback.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's only just go up to your imagination. Honestly, it's better this way, so like the sound doesn't distract you.
Yeah,
That's why you feel me. So,
Okay.
but remember, if you go speaking to the mic, you gotta like do that roosh.
Oh, like up here.
Yeah, right here. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. Take 73. 3% podcast
In Connecticut.
in Connecticut. Yo, just know I love you. Just know I love you
I
because
love you
ain't
too.
no
Thank
way
you for
I'm coming to West. What was it? Where she said she was from?
I don't even know.
West Hartford.
West Hartford, New Britain, whatever you are, Farmington.
Why are you out here? Like, why are you here?
Okay, so I'm here for school,
Okay.
but it's close to home, which is New York. New York is
It
my
took
home.
me 3 hours to get here. That doesn't sound
all right.
close.
Just so y'all know, he does without toll. So it takes him an extra hour than it should.
An
because
extra
he don't
30
wanna-
minutes
He don't want to
than
pay the
it
toll.
should.
So if you were to pay toll, it would take you 2 hours.
It took me 2 hours and 53 minutes.
It takes me 2 hours to get to Brooklyn every time.
Where in
So
Brooklyn
what do you-
exactly? Williamsburg, right? Oh, isn't Williamsburg at the end, like near Manhattan, right? That's all I'm
No,
gonna say.
but even okay, but hold on, because remember Rachel used to live in Brooklyn. She lived in Flatbush. It took me 2 hours.
Oh.
No, that's
Remember?
cat. No,
Yes.
that's cat.
Yes.
From West Hartford to Flatbush?
Yes, 2 hours. So that's no traffic though. That's no traffic. and that's
Oh,
Got
no
hit with a couple-
traffic.
got hit with a
So you
couple
thought
traffic
we were
jams.
not gonna hit traffic today. You thought we were going to
the
hit
way you
traffic.
left so early, I was thinking no, you wouldn't hit traffic.
Honestly, I told Brian texting last night. He was like, "Yo, what time we leave?" I'm like, 9:30, and 9:30 means like we getting ready to go, but we ain't actually leave yet, right? And so
Yeah.
I'm texting you this morning, talking like, "Oh, when we're gonna come and stuff like that," and she was like, and you was like, "Come as soon as you can," something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. But the night before, she was like, "Come at 1," or like sometime before
Yeah.
come at 1. So I calculated to come at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we gonna get here at 1 o'clock. So I'm like 9:30. But by the time we went to get food and went to go get other shit,
Yeah, you guys did mad stops. It was a trip.
You know CP
it was
time.
a journey.
you know CP time.
It's a journey, but I appreciate you guys taking the trip. I really do.
Yeah, come
It's
on.
nice out here.
That's a hand clap.
Yes.
You can't hear the hand clap that's happening right now.
It's very nice out here, and it's close enough to New York. It's not down the street, but it's not bad. It's not
You know what else is down the street? Washington D.C. is down the street.
okay, that's fair,
Not
but Washington is
really.
further. Washington's like 4 hours.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a laugh
That went
track.
over my head.
That one went over your head. Why? What school do you go to? You say you go to school out here. What school do you go to?
I go to UConn Health.
Oh.
Wow.
You whoa.
Yes.
Okay, and what you say at UConn?
I do dentistry.
Okay,
I'm a dental
okay.
student. Third year. I have one more year to go.
How many dental students you know, Brian?
One.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So look, so look, 347. Every guest we have, like it or not, you're friends now.
Oh,
Like it
I
or
was you
not.
guys as friends before this.
No, you were my friend before this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So now we're all friends. Like it or not, good or
Okay,
bad.
that's fair.
We do it against your will. So like,
That's
let's say
fair.
you didn't fuck with us after this episode. Well,
Yeah.
don't
I was able to
matter.
get away from Julius though, which is
Really?
an issue. Yeah.
Let's talk about
How'd
how
you
we
guys
first
meet?
met. Actually,
Yeah.
let's talk about how we first officially met. Let's talk about how we first
Wait,
officially met.
Whoa, oh, officially.
Yeah,
not
officially, not
okay,
unofficially.
Okay, officially.
Officially,
okay,
it was
yeah.
junior year college, University of
Yeah.
Buffalo. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm doing research at C-Step, because I'm for my community and whatnot.
Yeah.
Going in there, and then Cristal was just there. I think you were studying for the dentist exam.
Yeah, DAT.
I remember every time I saw you at school, you're always studying. I gotta
You
do my
gotta
dentist exam.
study
I gotta
to get
study.
here.
Gotta do
You
it.
have
Gotta do
to.
it.
You
Even
have
at the
to.
club, I gotta study. Gotta
You
study.
got to up on your phone. Yep.
And she was just there. And one thing I've noticed actually was that like no one had a better smile than me up to
That's
that
what
point.
he said to to me.
No one had
I
a
was
better
like,
smile
are you
than me.
okay?
Why would you say that?
Because he's like, I never met somebody with a better smile than me. I'm like,
And I don't mean to
thank
sound
you.
cocky. It was just like
Yo,
people had good teeth for sure, but like a smile is different. You
Yeah.
feel me? So like I'm walking and I'm like, there's no way. I never see
Yeah.
it. You feel me? So I think I
Yeah.
went into what was his name? Matt.
It
Your
was
friend.
Matt.
He's really
yeah.
Matt. I hope Matt's okay. Yo,
Shout out to him.
Matt.
He got into medical school.
He got into medical
Okay.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out
he's
to
really
Matt.
smart
So
though.
he's in
So
medical school,
he's gonna be
yeah.
a good doctor. He's gonna be a really good doctor.
He will for sure.
But then after that, I figured I wouldn't probably see Cristal again. So I'm like, you know what? I'll probably see her around maybe just down at third. And then lo and behold, I'm in SU, Student Union, and I'm walking around. I'm like, you know what? You say I was looking for friends. I was looking to want my food. I was looking to want my
He's
food.
always looking for friends.
So I'm walking around, I'm looking at the microwave, and I see someone in the hoodie over there. So I'm like, all right, well, she's just minding her own business. But then I look at her face.
literally.
I'm like, hold up, I know those cheeks. I know those cheeks. So I'm like, Cristal?
Julius.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And then apparently, according to Cristal,
Followed me.
I followed you to
He
the.
followed me to the library, and I was like, "All right, we could talk while I eat my food, but after I'm done eating my food, like I got to get back to work."
That's funny
But
because
we
that
just-
sounds like that's how it happened. Though.
Yeah, we just
That's how it
talked.
happened.
Like we just talked. The whole, I don't even think because we had so much to catch up on because I didn't know who you were.
Yeah.
So it was like we just were getting to
You know what it
each
is? You know
other
what it
from the
is?
beginning.
When I first meet somebody and like I'm instantly attracted to them, I'm an open book. I was talking to someone at the time, and so I just told her my whole situation,
Yes.
and I was like,
Yes.
"Yo, like this, that, and that."
Yes.
Nah, but it's good to get a woman's perspective that doesn't know you.
Okay, that's fair.
How do you feel about your guy friends or just men asking you like advice on like their women problems? Do you
I
try
love
to
it.
love it? How? Like, do you try to?
I
be,
love that they're like wanting to better themselves. Like they're taking a different perspective and they're not just like, all right, this is how I'm going to do things.
Okay.
Like, like they want to see things from their women's perspective. So they ask a women friend. Like, I like that.
But wonder
So
if
then
your
I
women
can
friend is
stick up for
toxic.
my girlfriend. I could be like, all right, do this, that, and the third. But some men, they specifically don't go to the women because they know they don't want to hear what they need to hear.
Ooh.
Yeah. So they just specifically just avoid it.
Well, I have a lot of women friends.
He does.
So I
He
yo,
does.
whoa,
And
whoa, yo,
does.
whoa.
Hey, can I just say that I've never seen someone with so many baddies. Like all your friends are baddies. Like, like literally, like they're just straight up. I was like, Julia, how do you know this girl?
They don't know. I don't know her. They know me.
Nah,
let me
you do
stop.
have a group of baddies, so you do.
But I mean,
You do.
the thing is that I consider myself an attractive person, so I'm just around attractive people.
yeah,
You guys are attractive.
yeah,
You guys are baddies. No homo shit. You feel
Thank
me?
you. I
Like,
said
relax.
yeah.
You feel me? But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like all my friends. I don't like calling people ugly personally. That's just a personally me. Like I think that's mean.
You shouldn't.
I think everyone is like beautiful and like I don't want to sound cliche, but I think
Oh, blah blah blah. No, everyone is beautiful though. No, you're right.
In their own
but
way.
there's some people who look a little bit more beautiful than others. I think
Yeah,
we can.
yeah. There's levels. Is that okay to say?
Yeah, there's levels.
Nah,
to
it
this.
is. There's levels.
There is levels to this, 100%.
Yeah, but everyone's beautiful. That's
But when guys come to you for advice, like from your experience, how do men usually sound when they come to you to advice?
Yeah.
Like, do they sound like, okay, he's on the right track, he just needs some guidance, or more so like, no, you are not
yeah.
in the ballpark, and you need some therapy. Do you go talk to your guy friends afterwards and be like, yo, they need therapy?
Yeah, definitely. But it really just all depends on the guy, though.
True.
So it's like some of
Your
them.
friends.
My friends.
Let's say
From
your
your,
friends here.
no,
Ben.
from your experience.
From your experiences, there we
Yeah.
go. From your experiences, at least.
Okay, so I'm gonna just put this out there. I don't have a lot of guy friends.
Oh.
And so, yeah, I don't have a lot of guy friends. And so I don't get a lot of guys coming to me for advice. It's like one or two.
One
yeah,
or two.
I don't
a
see
time.
it often. It's
One or
not
two
like
That's another
every time
topic.
I like-
That's another topic.
Yeah.
Do women? Do your looks depend on how much guy friends you have for the opposite sex?
So you're saying,
Yes.
are you asking that, like, let's say
I'm
a
just
woman
saying
who's
in
attractive,
general.
right?
Yeah, how
Do you
many
think she's
guy
gonna?
friends?
Well, it really just depends on the woman too. I
Yeah.
think so too, because there are women who are like baddies, but they don't have a lot of guy friends, because either the guy friends they do make either have other intentions or they're just more connected to like their feminine side. I'm not saying if you have a lot of guy friends, you're not connected to your feminine side.
Yeah.
But it's weird. I mean, I had a lot of women tell me that like women are hard to get along with. Like it's easier for women to have guy friends than it is for women to have women friends. That's why
I've
you
heard
said
that too.
That's like you don't find it hard to have. You think
I find it harder to make guy friends.
Why?
For me personally, though.
why?
Because it's so rare that I find a guy who just wants to be my friend.
And that's the problem. That's the issue. And that's the issue.
It's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's like, and then I have girlfriends who have so many guy friends. Like, how do you do it? Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want more guy friends?
I do, but I'm not like into like, I'm like a girly girl. Like, I don't watch sports and stuff. So it's like, I can't talk about sports with you. Like,
You think we talk about sports all the time?
Nah.
I really
no,
don't.
but Julius is different. Julius is like my only guy friend. Like maybe you and two others that I go to school with now, but
Okay.
before you guys, like, and then my other two guy friends, like, you know, we mostly talk about school and stuff. But
That's lame. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, so it's like, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think I'm too girly to have to sit back and just chill with a guy who only wants to be my friend. I think he's gonna get bored.
What do I think? Well, I think the problem is that I think a lot of the guys you either have interacted with had other intentions. They probably
They
want
all have other intentions though. Every single one of them.
everyone wants
Now it goes back to my point. Is it because how you look or something else?
I think it might
Or
be
they get the
because
wrong or they just misinterpret everything.
They might misinterpret. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. They might misinterpret because people have told me that I'm very flirty, but I don't mean to be flirty. I just smile.
Yeah.
And niggas
It's a
think I'm flirting
smile.
with them.
But that's what it is.
Like-
That's why I ain't fall for it. I was
Yeah.
like, it's a smile.
Yes.
Because I do that. Ain't
Yeah,
gonna work on me.
Exactly.
That's it.
So
It's a
I'll
smile.
just smile at you, and they're like, "Oh, she want me." No, I'm just.
You
this
remember
is
that?
just my
Remember that
face.
video we saw where the guy, some girl gave a guy a compliment, and then his boy came and was like, "Yo, she sucked my dick right here."
Yeah, she's like. No, he said, "Oh, it happened right,
Right
here.
here.
And the caption said, "Oh, when a girl gives a guy a compliment," and then he was like, "Oh, it was right here," and then he said, "Oh, she sucked my dick right here." I'm like, wow.
It was the exaggeration. She didn't
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
Yeah, but she
Give
just
him
gave him
top.
a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm
that's.
saying. So it's like it's hard. It's hard out here.
Do you think?
I don't
do you-
even look for guy friends no more. I don't even.
Wow,
want
that's
them.
kind of fucked up. I actually need more guy friends actually, because from
have
my
so many
perspective, one
girlfriends,
thing I've
yeah.
noticed with a lot of female friends, it's a whole lot of like emotional energy in the air. And like I'm
It
an emotional
is.
guy, but sometimes it can be a little too much. Sometimes I want to go out with the boys and just talk about nothing, like
Yeah.
nothing deep. You
yeah,
feel me?
girls
Not
can
saying
come
like
with
it's
a lot of drama. Yeah.
what I like drama. That's why I like Gossip Girl. I love drama. I love drama.
You watch all of Gossip Girl?
Well, not all of it. I only started watching like recently.
I watched Pretty Little Liars, but it got like
Oh,
repetitive.
yeah. That's
repetitive.
so.
What shows do you
Okay.
watch? Like out in the drama scene.
In the drama scene, I
You
don't have-
watch Love Island,
No.
90 Day
Temptation Island?
Fiance.
Too hot to handle?
guys.
Too Hot to Handle.
I don't have time for TV.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah, she's
She's a dental student.
My fault, my fault.
Whoa,
Time
she's a
for
dental
TV.
student.
Okay.
My bad.
No, but I do here and there. I don't get involved in it. If I'm like taking a study break, I'll watch an episode. but-
Study break.
Yeah, I don't get involved. I don't get involved.
You know, as far as I know you've been in school.
Thank you. As long as I've known myself,
You've been in school. Like that doesn't.
I'm exhausted. I cannot wait to get out.
You
I
have
cannot
2 more
wait.
years left, right?
2 more years, yes,
That's it. But you're
including the
already-
year I'm in.
So that's 1.5 and some
1.5.
change.
And
You don't even
I'm
know.
out. And I
How was your
can't wait.
summer?
I didn't have a summer. I was in school. We had summer classes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
It's
It's gonna
like
pay off though.
hopefully.
it's a payoff. Good time, actually. I mean,
Hopefully.
do you now that you see yourself in dental school, like do you I don't want to make it seem like she's an aristocrat. But like, has your standards for I guess men always been like high, super high? And like everyone would say yes, but like we know there's some people who don't have high standards.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm fair.
Wow.
I don't think it's too high, but I think it's fair. Like,
What's fair to you?
I'm not looking for someone that makes the same salary as me. I have a minimum that I won't say, but I have a minimum.
This feels like a job application, bro. Like,
But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be 6 figures. My minimum is not 6 figures. So I'm
Okay,
not out
that's
here
fair.
like, okay,
Okay.
I need a 6-figure dude. Like, you know?
Okay, yeah, facts.
My main thing is that like you just want something for yourself. You have goals for yourself and you have respect. I need someone that's gonna have respect for me. Yes. So I don't think those standards are high, but for some of you guys, it's too much to ask for, which is the problem with dating. Because you ask for the bare minimum, and it's like nobody can even come to the bare minimum.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends. I mean, it also depends on like how most guys grew up. I mean, from my experiences, like from dates that my friends told me that they've been on and stuff like that, like there are things that guys just don't do, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, how do you guys not even think about doing it?
There,
Like,
but
I hear
there's little
yo,
things where guys should do, like the sidewalk thing, the car, like open
No,
the
no,
door,
not
shit
even
like
that, but it's more so I'm
that's
hearing
the bare minimum,
I'm
though.
hearing way too many stories, and I'm sorry, men, we gotta do better. I'm hearing way too many
It's
stories
terrible.
about guys not paying for the first date, bro.
Literally.
I am
that's
so sorry.
bad,
if you're on a first date,
Nah,
I don't
you have
even
to
care if
pay.
you even. I don't even care if you don't even like her.
Yeah.
You never, ever, the girl you're out on a date should never pay for the 1st date. Never.
Similar to that happens to me
Oh
before.
man.
Oh my gosh, that's definitely a turn off.
First date, yeah.
What's
It's
also another turn off on a first date, especially? It depends.
Anything.
It can be anything.
Okay, so definitely not paying for the bill. That's a I'm not even gonna contact you back ever again after.
Not even a
this.
review.
Yeah,
Not even
that's
like a.
that's
Not even a
ended
post game.
there.
Not even a
It
post game
ended
press
there.
conference. Not even
Yeah.
like, yo, Miss Bruce, how'd it went? And then go anywhere.
Yeah,
back to studying.
No, that's true. She said no, back to studying. Oh my God.
But like, let's say, but even though like they might pay for the first date, sometimes
What is
there's,
it?
like, there's personality turnoffs.
there we
though.
go. There's mannerisms.
Okay,
there we go.
I don't like someone that's too corny. Like, I don't want you to be
Well,
too
same. Me
corny.
and Chris ain't getting together.
That's why Julius is my best friend because
She don't like corny guys. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I want you to be funny, but just not corny. And I don't really know how to describe corny, but
Like too many dad jokes.
it's just everything. And I think it's just how they're raised. Like, I just think what they grew up around. So that's why I think there's a huge distinction between a guy from Connecticut and a guy from New York. Because a guy from Connecticut, they're
I can
like
imagine.
super corny. And then like a guy from New York is just more like chill. Like they know how to carry themselves.
All right, well, guys, just so we're clear, everything's subjective, okay? Not everybody in Connecticut is corny.
No,
However,
they are.
according to Cristal,
They are.
90% of the guys here are definitely corn
Ask my
farmers.
friends. No, ask my friends. Me and my friends already talked about it. Like, if they move to Connecticut from like Texas or DC, oh, they're valid. If they say I was born and raised in Connecticut,
That's
it's
kind of
over.
weird. You were
It's
born on a
over.
farm. That's
It's
kind of
over.
weird.
Like, they're just corny. It's just corny. I don't like it.
So what is it that do you think Connecticut guys just don't have the finesse like New York
yeah, they're
guys
just
do?
not smooth with it. Like, I just want you to be smooth with it.
Need to be
Yeah.
a smooth operator.
Yeah.
I'm smooth.
You are smooth. I didn't say you were.
I'm definitely not smooth. I definitely have no ridge. You know what my thing is? You know what my thing is? For me, I'm like a friendship more. I'm more friend oriented. That's the
Yeah,
thing. So
you
like
are.
usually my relationships, like my romantic relationships, they were all like my friend first.
Yeah.
And
That's how it should go,
sometimes
though.
sometimes though, like guys kind of don't play it. The problem is if you're gonna play the long game, you gotta be prepared for her to be like, nah, like I never saw you this way whatsoever. That's the
that's
problem
true.
because people like guys will like play the long game, be like, okay, like I'm gonna be your friend, I'm gonna just go through her shit with her and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and then. For them, they think it's like they work at a job for 2 years and they want a promotion, and we're like, whoa, I never promised you a promotion.
Right.
But
But it's
I
like-
asked you to be your front desk, and you're gonna stay at the front desk.
Right,
You
right.
feel me?
But
And
it's
I-
like you should get the signals though. You should
Thank
get
True,
signals.
true. I mean,
if
all
it's
of it,
gonna be
all kind
long-term.
of goes through. All of it kind of like falls back on the man because I think you should be able. I think you should be smart enough to see signals too.
They
Like,
should. But they don't like to see the signals. They know the signals are there and they'll bypass the signals. They will just try anyway.
they'll see the red. They'll see the yellow light turning red, and they'll still go back.
through. Like they try to make it. They get it's
But
crazy.
I've been through that situation, like, and I get it because the thing is that, like, you know what, I can change them.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Captain.
One thing I learned the hard way, you can't change people.
No, you can't.
You can't change people. One day,
And that's
Certain-
another question
yeah.
I have.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think people can change?
Yeah.
I think if God's involved, people can change. That's all
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
So only God can change somebody.
I
No.
think for at least my beliefs, yes. Don't kill
Okay.
me, comment section.
No,
But listen,
I
me-
like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
I
think-
feel like, I mean, I'm not as spiritual, but I do have family that are spiritual. But I feel like you have to want to change for the change to happen. Not someone doesn't have to have it for you. You have to do you have to want it, basically.
Have you seen somebody change? Like, have you ever dealt with somebody who was one way and they're like, all right, I'm going to focus on myself, work on myself, and they actually accomplished it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a friend that he wasn't the best high school friend, but like now he's doing better for himself. Like he tries to, like during the time he tried to change, and I feel like he did change in a good
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's
I mean, I
walking
think it
the
just
line.
feels like, I mean, sometimes people have to go through a traumatic events like going
Yeah.
to jail or some shit like that, or
So
like
to straighten
near
up.
life death experience to like change
Yeah.
and stuff. Like people who, you know, either like go to rehab or get admitted and stuff like that, like they on paper change. On paper they change. Some might have I don't think habits. I think the only way to change out of something is that you have to develop a habit for it.
yeah.
That's the thing. Like I feel like a lot of the bad things about ourselves are just habits that we just
It's
were-
a habit, yeah.
and it takes 21 days to like form a new
It
habit.
was- No,
Well, that's
never mind. That's a routine.
Yeah, routine. But it turns 21 days to like form it like a habit and stuff. So like, if there's something you want to work on with yourself, either like reading more, or like not being as mean to people, or you know not being as stuck up.
Why you said it like that?
I'm
I know
joking.
that wasn't at me.
No,
I'm
I was
not
definitely
stuck up.
joking. But I would say like do the 21-day rule. Just do it for 21 days straight, and it becomes a habit. You know. I have a lot of bad habits. A little too many bad habits, actually. I have a bad habit of being corny. You know, according to Cristal, she doesn't like corny guys, so maybe I should just be a little less corny. I also have a bad habit. I don't know if you ever noticed, like, I don't know if you ever been on a date with a guy where like he just talks way too much.
Yeah, I try to.
Yes,
Yeah.
I categorize that with corny too.
You think talking a lot is corny?
Yeah,
Not
'cause
about
they talking
yourself
too
though,
much
but
in
in
the
Not about
general.
yourself, but just
but
talking.
but in general.
Yeah, it's just the whole atmosphere just gets corny. Like, you just talking gets corny. So now you're talking too much and it's just corny.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's kind of tough. Oh my gosh.
I don't like someone that talks too much.
You know what's so funny? I don't like people that talk too much either.
I don't like
Which is ironic because I talk a lot. I talk a lot.
That's why you don't, because I talk a lot and I don't like people that talk too much either.
That's the thing. You
It's
know the
because
problem
we
is
wanna
if
talk.
people talk more than us,
Yeah,
it's a problem.
problem.
It's a problem. You
Yes.
can't talk more than me.
No,
like
no,
I
no,
have to
no.
be the annoying one here.
Right.
Okay.
Same. That's how I am.
You see, that's why we are besties. Because we both annoy the shit out of each other. That's the
No,
problem.
yeah, Julius could definitely annoy me.
Oh my goodness gracious.
What other? Yeah. Oh, you.
No, go ahead.
What other things that are turn offs?
Okay,
In
so
the
we did the
first date.
corny. We did the they don't got no money, as in they not paying for the first date.
That is so fucked up.
Got to.
I'm so sorry. That's the eject button. That's
Okay, fine.
You're not
That
even
doesn't-
getting a call back. That's not even a
Yeah.
call back.
Mannerisms, how they dress.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go.
So, like,
Yeah, I'm not, because everyone has their own style.
True.
So if like you just kind of off, but you know how to carry it, like you're confident with it, then you could definitely get away with that. So like, I won't go off of like looks and like attractiveness, because like I like medium ugly guys. Like
Medium ugly is crazy.
yeah.
That's the thing, though. I've been hearing that too.
I'm attracted to medium. I don't want you too ugly, but I don't want no handsome guy walking across the stage, because they know it. And it shows in their personality. They're mad cocky. The medium ugly guys, they're just like, they're laid back. They're cool, you know?
You know what the problem is?
What?
I think the same way when it comes to women.
Oh,
I just
really?
think not
Yeah.
not saying necessarily dating medium ugly women, but like if I see a woman and she knows she's a baddie
Then
and
don't
she
even
knows
talk
she's a
to her.
10,
Don't even talk to
I'm
her.
not gonna talk to you. Like I'm
Yeah,
so sorry. It's not
it's
even
too
not,
much.
it's not necessarily because like I'm intimidated per se, but it's more so there's nothing I'm gonna say to you that 100 other
haven't
people
heard.
haven't said to you already.
Exactly. That's
And
how I
like
feel
you
about
probably
guys.
know that you're pretty. And you think I have to grovel for you, and I'm not gonna grovel for you.
Period.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Grovel.
I get it.
I don't even know you.
Grovel.
That's weird. But I see what you
I
mean.
think you just
though.
made that up. Grovel.
Yeah,
never-
I think grovel's a word. It is, right?
Grovel.
Grovel.
I don't know. I've never
Is
heard
it
of this
G-R?
But that's interesting.
Yeah, I just think that, I mean, I would consider myself a down-to-earth person. Hold up, grovel, lie or crawl objectively on the ground with one face downward. I feel like someone want me to do that, and I'm not going to do that. I'm closing the laptop, guys, because I'm not going to do it. That's not who I am.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, nobody's has time.
Beep it. We'll beep it.
We'll beep it out.
Okay, because I don't mean to associate.
No, I hear you. It's
No,
okay.
we understand.
But
understand.
it's hood. It's where all the. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's not our fault though.
It's not your fault.
That's what they did. They don't. Okay, it's not our fault that where all the black people are. That's where the more hood is because they don't put no money in those communities.
Let's talk
so
about
they put
it.
so much money into West Hartford where the white people live, but Hartford they don't put nothing into it. That's where all the black people are, and it's just more dangerous there. That's just the life. Like you guys know how this goes. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Don't
know.
make me the bad guy for saying
you know
it.
what?
You a bad
My
guy.
fault, guys. I
Back in
try to make her the bad
history.
guy. She's not the bad guy,
This is all
guys.
the way back to
This
redlining.
is
Like,
a
come
serious
on.
issue, though. This is actually a
It's
serious
a
issue.
serious issue, and it literally resides in Hartford. So when you go to Hartford, you got to be a little bit more on the lookout. I have a friend. I kid you not. This is his words, not mine. He moved from the Bronx to Hartford, and he wants to move back to the Bronx. He said the Hartford is way worse.
Wow.
You know what it is? New York City hood.
Wow.
New York City hood is different from like
Yeah.
other hoods. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like New York City hood, it's like it's ghetto.
Yeah,
Like it's
it's-
like
you
yo,
can-
you
you
might
can
get
still
shot
live
if you
there.
don't like know where you're going or you like know who you're with and stuff. Buffalo, let's say Buffalo hood, right? It's like run down, like on some crack houses, like abandonment. Like it's scary, bro. Like
Yeah, that's
it's
how
scary.
Connecticut hood is.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I can see why.
Yo,
Yeah,
2 days ago,
so-
I was in New Jersey at like Newark, like in the hood of
Oh,
Newark,
that's
bro.
I have family there.
I was in the hood part. Like,
Yeah.
You got the cardboard like windows and stuff. It's
Yeah,
I felt
Newark can get
scared.
crazy.
I'm like, yo, like, can we like get an out? Like, I'm not trying to be here.
Oh my God. Yeah, it'd be like that. So, but that's where the fun is. So you go to Hartford, you have fun. I mean, it's fun. It's not bad. But then you go to Bridgeport and you go to New Haven. You guys heard of New Haven and
I've
Bridgeport?
never been there, but yeah.
You
about
heard of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a little further ways. But there's fun things to do here. There's black people here. It's cheap here. Stanford
It's
is
cheap
like
here because there's nobody out here.
exactly, and you have room to like move your feet. New York, you don't got no room for nothing.
That is true.
You got no room for
You
nothing.
can't
New
even
York.
park. Come on now.
You know what's funny? Because we were literally talking on the way here. Like New York, you always feel rushed.
Yeah.
It's
Like it can
too
be
much.
off day, and you
Which
felt like you
still
gotta
feel
do
rushed,
something.
yeah.
I gotta do something right now.
Yeah, it's too much. Connecticut is so chill. I'm a little further away from New York being here.
Yeah,
But
you are.
You can still come to Connecticut and go to like Danbury or Stanford and be like literally
Danbury.
30 minutes
I
from the
don't know what that
Bronx.
is.
30 minutes tops
Oh wow.
from the
Okay,
Bronx.
all
Maybe
right.
like an hour from Brooklyn.
That's the episode 2 out the handle.
Yeah. So come on. It's not bad.
um,
But it's fun out here. It's not as fun as New York though. I go to New York when I have time every weekend. I'm in New York.
you have time every weekend.
Yeah.
It seems like you
Like-
get every weekend.
No, like, cause you know, like when school starts, so like in the beginning, it's kind of like exams aren't kicking up yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like in the beginning,
Syllabus week.
Yeah, syllabus
Oh,
week.
syllabus
miss
week.
syllabus week.
New York.
Niggas
every
didn't really
weekend.
start school until like
Second
3
week,
weeks.
yeah.
Like the 3rd week.
Exactly. That's how it
Yeah.
is here too. That's how it is here.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, you're a grad student, so like it's a little bit more. I mean, what I noticed about grad school, you have people aren't really hovering your head to do stuff. It's more so here's the assignment and just here's the deadline, make it happen.
Yeah, you do.
That's it.
Exactly.
And
you have that balance.
so how do you
Yeah.
balance schoolwork and I guess social life?
Oh, that's a good question. And my friends have asked me because if you're on my social media, some people don't even like. They're like, "Oh, are you even still in school?" Because like I'm outside.
Yo, she's living like I'm eating 5 stars every day. I'm like, what?
Outside. Yeah, so you have to, because that's what keeps me sane for school. I plan ahead of time. So it's like, all right, I know I'm going to New York on Friday. I'm studying for that next exam like a week before.
Dedication.
Yeah, so it's like you just have to be on top of it. So like everyone studying on Friday when I'm in New York already studied that material. Like that's already done. I can
That's
party
responsibility.
now.
I
Yeah.
studied the day before and the day of.
Yeah, so it's like you have to, because I know I'm going out and I know I'm going to lose that time, so I have to get it ahead of time.
Remember when we went out for your birthday and I had a whole thesis to write? And guess what? And she knew that. She knew that. You know, it's her birthday, so I'm not trying to give her shit for it. But you know what? She knew that. And she's like, you know what? Let's go out again. Knowing that Julie's got to do a thesis.
Did you have fun?
I did have fun, and long story short, I finished the thesis.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Got your man.
there
I
you
did.
go.
Got my master's.
Yeah,
Where's
I
my applause
appreciate you
button?
coming for my birthday though. That was cool.
Honestly, even though like the drive here is frustrating, the 3 hours is mostly work. Like once you
Yeah,
get
I
here,
know.
it is kind of worth it though. Like you're mad, and then you see you walk
know.
upstairs, you're like, you know, maybe I'm not that angry.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna invite any of my New York friends at first because I was like, no one's gonna want to drive here. And then I invited you guys, and you guys came. So I was like, okay,
Is there a bus that goes out here?
probably. But I'm more familiar with the train.
The train that goes out
Yeah,
here?
Metro North comes here.
Oh shoot, that's like 5 hours and some change. That's like not 5 hours.
It's like 5 hours.
Whoa, I meant $5. I
no,
think it's
$15.
it's 15.
2.5
Yeah, that would have been a
hours.
little too good.
Transfer at Bridgeport.
Transfer at Bridgeport is crazy. Transfer at Bridgeport is insane.
Gotta take another train to get closer.
Hey, yeah, that's how it go though. There's no straight flight here. Come on.
Straight flight is crazy.
Not for $15. No.
I ain't gonna lie, I might as well take a flight to get to Connecticut because the way I'm driving, yo, my dad called me. He was like, "Yo, like, where you going today?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna be in Connecticut." He's like, "Oh, you're not too far." I'm like, "No, I'm gonna be like West Hartford, Connecticut." And he was like, "Oh shit," and I'm like, "Yeah, bro, like."
Yeah, we're a little, and that's like after school, I want to stay in Connecticut, but I want to go to like closer to New York. So
I
wanna
thought
go
you
to,
meant like closer
Danbury,
to like
Sanford.
Boston. I'm like, nah, you're not trying to be close.
No, nothing in Boston. There's nothing
Would you
over
Would you live in New York? You can be honest.
there. Okay.
Because
so
my answer is yeah,
no,
I would live in New York.
I would not live in New York, but I want to have a house in Connecticut and an apartment in New York because I love New York. Like I want to be able to go to New York whenever I want to. But then I want to be able to leave. I love leaving New York after the weekend. Like
Oh, yeah.
after the weekend is over, my favorite thing to do is come to my apartment and just relax.
Yeah.
You know what, Cristal? I think you know the cheat code. I think you knew the cheat code. The way you handle New York is to actually
Yeah.
not handle New York. Only handle New York when it's fun.
Yeah.
But when's New York fun? On the weekends.
Weekends.
Yeah. Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday. Yeah.
Monday
I don't
through
want to
Thursday.
go to New York.
Wednesday.
When Tuesday is only Taco Tuesday. It's
Who does that
It's a reach, you feel me? But like one thing I noticed too, I feel like the only time to go out in New York is really on the weekends. That's it. Because
Yeah.
in the week it's just
Thursday,
frustrating.
Friday.
It's
Yeah.
just too much.
Everyone's miserable.
I hate it here.
Yeah.
Walk fast, bumping. People
Yeah.
don't say good morning to you in the morning.
Yeah.
Last time in the Florida,
Yeah.
bro, 3 people I didn't even know said good morning to me.
Yeah.
My dad doesn't even say good morning to me.
Yeah.
And that feels
No,
that
but
feels
my
kinda-
biggest thing is like driving though and parking. Like I have to bring my car and I have to be able to find somewhere to park. Like
You can be on the Metro North.
no, but I don't like it though. That's the thing. Like I
See
want
how
to
bougie that
drive.
sounds? I grew up in the hood. So you know what? I am
I
used to
know,
the
but
train.
the trains are always late and stuff.
If you
So
have a
it's like
choice. One
you're
thing,
gonna
if
be
you have a
late.
choice.
It's always late.
That's true. It doesn't seem that consistent out here.
It's
to be
not
honest with you.
consistent at all.
And actually, the train doesn't even come
And the
straight
prices
here.
are
Actually,
going
like
up. How much does the train cost now?
$290.
you're five.
Like,
No,
it's going up.
No, it's 275. 270.
$290.
It's
bro.
$290. He know it.
No, bro. It's
Bro,
two.
it's $290, bro.
See,
'Cause
you
one
bougie.
day-
He hasn't been on the train in a
one
minute. You don't
day
even know how
it
much
was
it costs no
$275,
more.
literally 2 days later, it was $290, bro.
MTA.
That's what I'm saying.
fare.
But I got
Soon
a
as gonna
hack.
be what's
On,
the hack? You jump in the shit.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Oh,
But Cash App, they have a boost where it takes $1 off.
Okay.
So when you transfer your bread to Cash App, you just use your Cash App card, and then instead of getting charged $290, you get charged $190.
okay.
Brian
Still
know
a
all
lot.
The,
Still a
Brian
lot.
will know all the loopholes.
Yeah.
Still a
see?
lot, but you know.
It's not as
Yeah.
bad. It's not
Subway
as
and
bad.
bus fares have officially gone up from
$290, bro.
$275 to $290.
That's what I'm saying. The prices is going up.
Yeah, I gotta say, MTA
And the
got
trains
some,
are still dirty.
That's
they're
what I'm
still
saying.
dirty.
Why are
They
you
still
Still
ratchet.
stink. Still homeless people.
They still homeless people. They're still like not on time.
And it's gonna keep going
They
down.
haven't.
Delays.
You know what the problem is? They want us to pay more, and they haven't paid more, and that's the issue here.
Yup.
That's why there's so much beef with MTA. I remember last year there was a shooting on like
I remember
in
that.
Sunset.
on Sunset Park, and I worked that day too. And I was just about to take the train. The train that happened on, I take that same train to work.
Terrifying.
And I was like, you know, let me drive today. I just said, let me just drive today. Not even know. So I get to work, and I see like the streets are like blocked off. I'm like, what's happening? They're like, there was a shooting on the R train, like at 36th Street. And I had to pass 36th Street to get to my work.
That's terrifying.
So that, I mean, God forbid, I mean, honestly, God willing, that could have been me.
God
That
did.
could have been me.
Could have been any of us.
That could have been any, but like,
Well, not really.
they had the nerve to bring up the fare even after we almost died. They had the nerve to
I
bring
know.
up the fare, bro.
Yeah, and it
That's
don't
literally
stop here.
insane.
That's-
Not even, they didn't even bring it out 270. You brought it up to 290. Oh my gosh.
At least they take Apple Pay now. That's been easier.
That's
the minimum.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you.
At least they take Apple Pay.
I'm gonna say it's standard for all restaurants. It is 2023. If you do not have Apple
You
Pay,
have to have Apple Pay.
that is unacceptable.
I don't even walk around my wallet anymore. I went to the liquor store today.
Wow.
And no wallet, no nothing. I forgot I was going to the
Just
liquor
vibes.
store. Yeah, and then he's like ID, and I was like, oh shit, I don't carry my wallet, but I keep a picture of my ID. So
On
it's
your
like you don't need a
phone?
wallet anymore. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Doesn't that scare you that like, you see those movies where you saw Black Mirror, right?
Oh yeah.
So there's
I
an
love
episode where like they put a chip into like the person's head and like you can like see everything to like someone else's perspective. It records everything pretty much. And like everything is like through your head. Like you can call people, you can text people through your head. Like it's scary. Do you think that we're gonna eventually get to that? Because you're talking about you're not even going outside with your wallet anymore.
Yeah, there's no
and like
wallet no more.
the less you have, but you'll still have a lot.
Yeah.
Apple's doing the glasses. I think that's the first step. The glasses.
The Apple glasses.
Supposedly, I don't know. I'll be watching those investing shit. But yeah,
That's not scary to you? Apple
that is
glasses?
terrifying.
The VR is already. I wouldn't even do
is
VR.
yeah, that's terrifying. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's where we're headed. Yeah. But I think when we get to that point, unfortunately, we won't be here, but our kids will.
You know what? I don't know, man. The way this is working, I think I might be 6
Yeah.
years old. But I don't know
You
Apple
think
glasses,
that?
bro.
I don't think it's going to happen that fast.
I think it's gonna happen that fast. They're already talking
It
about flying
might, it
cars.
might.
They're already talking about flying cars.
I did hear about the flying cars. Yeah. I did.
Or levitating cars, I might say. So it doesn't sound as scary, flying
Yeah.
cars. Can you imagine New York City people with flying cars? People can't even drive
They can't
here.
even. They don't
Drive,
have cars
bro.
now. How are they going to get flying cars? I don't think flying cars are going to be in New York.
Too. That's what it
Okay,
is.
so we talked about my turnoffs, but we didn't talk about you guys' turnoffs.
You know what it is? I think that guys.
Is there a turnoff?
Well,
Is
there
there
are
a girl
turnoffs.
that you
Yes,
meet that's corny?
I will say this too. When it comes to first dates, especially, guys are the one who usually set the tone for a date.
Yeah.
Most times, guys set the tone for a date. Even if a girl asks me
Gotta
out,
plan it.
like
What other
it really be
Do you
up
guys
to.
get nervous?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
How do you
what do
like
you think? If a
shake
girl
it?
asks me out to like, if a girl kind of motions me to take her out and stuff, and I take her out, I won't be as nervous. Because then I'm
Yeah.
thinking to myself, like, you know what? There's some interest whatsoever. So
Yeah.
at least there's some mutual interest.
Have you guys
right?
done the hinge? Never.
I've done like the Tinder 1 week. Never again.
You haven't done hinge?
I don't know. It's weird for me. Like I just don't do dating apps.
Yeah, I
It's-
can see how it could kind of be weird in New York. I feel like the dating apps are for not New York when it's like hard to meet people.
Yeah.
But New
Okay,
York,
yeah.
it's so easy to meet people.
Well, it depends on your social too, but I feel like dating apps. I mean, people say they find like relationships and love, quote unquote, on dating apps. I think dating apps is solely just for fucking. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it is, but then some people get lucky, and that's how they find the one. on
Okay, and that's fair, but
it.
like
Yeah,
I don't know.
90% though. Is
I can't imagine telling my kids, "Oh, I met your mother on Hinge."
Yeah, nah.
It's
but
maybe
it
I'm just.
happens, and there's some real love that comes out
No,
of
you're
it, so
right. You're
don't-
right. And I'm
don't
not saying it
downplay
never
it.
works. It's just for me, it's awkward. As far as like turnoffs are concerned, again, even though guys mostly like set the tone for the date, whether the girl wants me to take her out or like I want to take her out. Turn offs for me. I mean, for me, like I'm not like too critical of a person though. Like it's really just all comes down to your energy. Like I've never
Yeah,
had.
you're.
I'm more of an energy type
He is
person.
Super laid back.
Like if I see
Yeah,
that you're not as
right.
engaged as I am, if you're not as engaged as I am, I think it's a turn off for me for sure. Like I probably won't hit you up again. I'm not gonna hit you up again per se. That's really. And as far as anything else, like I'm not too political, so I don't really care too much if you have opposing political views. I did go on this date with this one girl though in Buffalo. This is like some time back, and we had
She had a
totally different.
Confederate flag.
It was a red flag because I think she had a stance on something. Her stance was like you shouldn't circumcise.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Why?
Well, she sent me a video on it, but I never saw the video.
You never
But like
watched
at
it.
that point though, when I heard that, I knew like a switch just went. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, this can't go any more than like sex. This cannot go any more than sex at
Right.
most. You feel me? Like, I guess my turn-offs really revolve around like what you say or like what your mindset is.
Right.
You know? I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, what about you, Brian?
For me, gotta be respectful. That energy thing, I can't be more engaged. I can't be more into it than you. It has to be equal distribution.
I mean, more into it. We don't mean like talk more. Like I know I talk more, but like you can tell when someone doesn't talk a lot, but they're still engaged. You feel me? If you can tell right away, at least I could tell right away if like they're not too engaged.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then that's when I started back away.
Okay.
So also you gotta be funny.
Yeah,
The
you
girl
have to
has
sense
to be funny
No,
too.
No,
You
not
don't have
like-
to be
Y'all
funny.
supposed to be the
You
funny
don't.
ones.
No.
That's not
You don't
true.
have to be funny. You have to have like a sense of humor.
Okay,
Like
to
if I
laugh
say a
at your
joke,
jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
you have to laugh. Just let
Come
it.
on,
Yeah.
like
You
if
feel me?
it's not funny, like laugh a
Laugh.
If
little.
she don't
Yeah,
get the
okay,
if she don't
I
get the
see
SpongeBob
that.
references, she might be too young, and secondly, it might be a red flag. No, we gotta be able to joke about the same thing.
You gotta have goals for yourself.
Okay.
I don't like people that are lazy.
We hate a lazy one. Yep, I agree.
And yeah, those are the on top of my head.
So how is it dating New York City women?
Well, I'm not a. There we go. For me,
And I ask this because I've had guys tell me like they're so happy I'm not from New York City because they don't like girls from New York City.
you know what it is. I think the problem is that like people don't like dating what they're used to. You feel me?
Ooh, okay.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
And like I'm
They're
not.
like
I mean,
new energy.
Yeah, like something new.
something
Okay.
like granted, I'm dating someone from New York City right now,
Mm-hmm.
but most times like I found myself attracted to somebody who wasn't really from where I'm from. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
because then like
okay.
there are things that I can learn from
Exactly.
where it is.
Exactly.
You feel me? And I think that's just, I think what it is. Like I think the reason why people kind of just date outside either their culture or like date outside either where they're from is just like they want to learn more. Or at least that's my perspective. I don't know what other people's intentions are.
That makes sense. How's your dating life in New York City, especially?
You have to break the bank. Cause not because of the girl, because New York is expensive.
Oh, so just going out on dates, you have to money.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to date in New York City, you have to have money.
So how much does your average date cost? Your average first date in New York City.
Well, it depends.
Depends on where you go.
It depends on where
what
you go,
wanna
and it depends
do.
on who you're with, who you're taking out, and
Yeah.
like again, this all comes into energy.
Yeah.
Average.
I
Give
will.
me an
I will
average.
say this though:
Average,
don't
that's-
date girls outside your pay range. That's all I'm really gonna say. Do not
Yeah,
date women
yeah,
outside.
yeah.
Like, there are women that you'll know that like you guys are probably not gonna be into the same things, and you're probably gonna spend like $150 when you don't $150 when you don't need to.
I'll
You know,
say,
so,
I'll
like,
say
For you personally, though.
personally. Oh man. First date or
Yeah.
just a date in general.
The first date in general, just average.
So I
like if
feel
you're
like-
going out,
so I
how much I
feel
gotta
like-
make sure I have this much in my bank account.
I'll say minimum at least like 200.
That's what I was
200,
thinking. 200.
200,
That's fair.
250, that range minimum.
Okay,
So
that's what I
like
was
you
thinking
can have
too.
fun. Like you could, spend
But
a
that's the
little-
thing. I mean, it also depends too. Like, yes, like I mean, obviously, that's my range too, like around like 200. But like at the same time, I feel like some people feel like they have to spend like. I feel like you don't have to spend like 250 or 300
That's
on like
minimum,
a.
though. That's minimum.
Okay, so what's the most y'all spend?
The most I spent on a date.
Like I don't
First
know.
date,
I feel
first
like
date.
I feel like
First
I
date,
would-
it's
with
weird
your
though.
I
It's
would
kind
just
of
have
first
more
date
than
is gonna.
enough. I would just have more than enough. There's no number. I just have more than enough, just in case, like, she gets a little crazy, or we get too much.
Because you know what it is in New York City. One thing I like about New York
Good.
City, there's a lot of places.
so much spots. Like you go here, then go there, then go there.
But there's also a lot of
and then sorry,
No, go
cut you
ahead,
off.
go ahead.
So in the beginning of the day, it could be like, and then after you go to a different spot, it gets better.
Yeah,
and then
then
it just
you say-
keeps getting better until oh shit, I just spent this much. So I feel like you have to have enough.
I
Okay,
feel
got it.
like though too like I feel like you don't have to. I think guys think that it has to be expensive when it doesn't have to be.
Yeah,
That's the
that too.
difference too. And also depends on who you're taking out too. But like, if you're taking out a person who's like kind of down to earth as you, like for me, like I've been on dates with people where I spend no more than $50. And you know what the problem is? No. You know you see how she's laughing, right? You see how she's laughing, right? You see how she's laughing, right?
I love the honesty.
No, but seriously,
'Cause
but I don't.
$50 date
But
is
the thing is
valid.
that it doesn't have to be like.
It's the vibes.
It doesn't have to be like a 300 steak dinner and stuff. Like depending on who
Exactly.
I'm with and stuff, it's more so like if we do a lot of activity things or we like go to a taco truck or anything like this, Taco Tuesday, whatever. Like, oh, are you available? Like, let's go link up. Like, we can go walk in the park
Go to the park
and stuff like that. Like, that doesn't take $100 to do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? It doesn't take that much. You feel me?
And also, I feel like that should like, yeah, it's in the summer, but you should do more of that. I think we're at the age where it's like you can't take them out to eat because that's so regular. You have to do something different. So
Gotcha.
activity, walk around, park.
Yeah,
ice
like
cream,
activity based is
picnic.
something like.
Like dinner is like, all right, I want to take you out because I like you, or anniversary. But I feel like when you do go out, it should be fun. It shouldn't be like.
Okay.
Because if I take a girl out and like our first is like dinner, it's like an interview. You understand? It's
Yeah.
like it gives more of that interview
Yeah.
pressure. You feel me?
Because like, what are you gonna like? Unless you have shit to talk about before,
Yeah.
that's why I feel like that's why you talk, because you have shit to talk about, and then when you do go out, you talk about it, and then it gets further.
Gotcha.
You feel me?
So
It's
dates sound like expensive for men. So if you guys aren't working, are you guys not dating? 'Cause
That's
how
tough.
can you afford this?
well, I say
That's
this:
tough.
don't date if you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Don't date.
So if you're unemployed, you're just not really
You can
dating.
you can be unemployed but have money saved up.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
can have
like,
you can be unemployed and have money saved up. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not even a matter of you like being employed or unemployed. It's more so can you
have
bring
it?
money? Can
Yeah.
you bring money when you need to bring money to the table?
But if you're unemployed and you have your savings, you know how fast savings can go if you don't have a weekly check coming in.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
So are you spending it on a girl you just met, $250? Like
That's not. I
But
mean, I will
that's
say-
when you have to like be creative.
That's when
and
you have to
spend
be creative.
$50.
oh,
yeah.
okay, and take her across the Brooklyn Bridge or something.
Picnic.
But like, in the end of the
Tacos.
day, it's just like, and again, it depends on who you're taking out. Because
Yeah.
some girls you might have to spend $250. Some girls you might have to spend $250, and it's just like,
But
if I'm
that could
spending,
be a turn off, right? Like if you feel like the only way you're gonna
I
get
feel
with
like
this
it's a
girl is to
turn off.
spend money.
I feel like it's a turn
that
off
could
when
be a
you
turn
feel
off too.
like
Like if I
it's-
had to spend like $200 on like a first date and I
It's
just
like,
met you,
I don't want you.
and like I don't even want you that
It's
bad
a
now.
turn
Like, you
off.
feel me? Like I don't want you that bad now. I don't want you that bad. Because at that point, I'm not even worried about the date. I'm worried about I just lost $20 for a girl I don't even know.
Right.
It's a turn off when it's like, yo, I feel like it's a turn off when you think about the money you spent.
If I was
Because
thinking
that's
about
when
the
you
money
know,
I
like,
spent,
yo,
bro.
she's ODing right now.
Yeah,
or like,
it's too
why am I
much.
doing this when it's not going well?
You
Right.
feel me? That's why it's like I feel as if like you don't need to spend more than $100 to have
And you
like an
guys
intensity.
see that in women. Like when you take them on a date, you can see a woman who's like, trying to be more conservative.
That's when
versus
that's
a
what I
woman
mean,
who's
like,
like, I want
respectful.
this. I want 3 drinks. Like,
You feel me?
Like
And-
I have to buy the like I could ask you, but like yeah, I like what I do. I usually ask you, yo, do you want another one?
Mm-hmm.
And then depending on that, and then if you say no, I might still do it if
Yeah.
it's like, if I feel like it's warranted.
Right. No, it's
Yeah.
expensive for you guys. I'm not going to lie. Just being a girl and going out, I'm like, men spend a lot of money on women.
Sometimes
and
it's ridiculous.
Clubs and
Like,
bottles.
sometimes
and
I feel
dates.
like just calling the bank and be like, yo, that wasn't me. That was not me.
And
That
you guys
wasn't
do
me,
it
bro.
to impress the girl, and I'm like,
I
all
shouldn't
right.
be too impressed though.
Yeah, well, maybe not you guys, but a lot of guys do, especially when y'all in the club. Y'all
The club culture is crazy.
Club
It's
culture is toxic.
expensive.
Club culture is
I'm
toxic.
like, what do you even do for a living to be affording all of this? I don't know.
$500
But I don't
bottle?
ask, I don't
Really?
question it. I'm just there in the section.
Girl, you better get the White Claw. You better start chugging this shit down. You bugging. You on Henny. Nah, you bugging.
No, it's crazy. I really like look at them and I'm like, how do you guys afford this?
I feel
I'm
like
confused.
all right, what I do with my friends, I feel like all right, weeks before we plan on going. So
Oh, so y'all save up weeks ahead.
no, because what they usually do, unless like you got it like that and you go like the day of,
You know you
But
got
it's
like that.
But it's like, all right. So I'm gonna give you a scenario. Like, all right, someone drops a flyer in the chat. The party is on this time. Everyone's like, you have to see who's going, so how much money you spend. And then when you get a certain amount of people, you say, all right, everyone's going. And then when you get there, you spend more. If you're up, you want to bet on FanDuel or like.
You know you up when you betting on FanDuel. That's when you know when you betting. That's when you up.
Or like I got more, so let's get another one. But that's a scenario. Another one is like, someone drops a week before, whatever, a couple days before, and you got it, and you see how much people are going, and then you just go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just you gotta save your coins.
But
Julius,
Gotta
have
save
you
your
ever
coin.
brought bottles in a section before?
Bought bottles in section.
Yes.
Does putting up money for bottles in a section count, or like just bought a bottle and I was in section? I just bought a bottle.
You did this on your own. Like this is you're in the section. You're putting up like $600 for the section.
Oh, I never put up a whole section by myself. No,
not with you and a girl.
Not when you no.
you want to go? No, you got to go to a group. You got to go to a group.
You gotta go to a group. That's weird.
Like, all right,
But what if you're in a group? But it's like it's you and it's a group of her girls. So you want to get the section for her.
Listen.
So there's more people in this section, but it's not a bunch of niggas. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna get a short answer. I'm gonna give the short answer.
You do that unless you're with your friends or like basically with a section, you do a section for how much bottles you want, and then if you want more, you get more. But like to get more girls in a section is usually first of all in a section you're usually there with a group of your friends, and then women obviously don't usually pay for sections.
No, never.
But it's like.
Yeah,
How dare
no.
you guys even ask?
But it's a group of like you usually do a section with a group of your friends, and then obviously the girls don't pay. So like
They just
if they have a limit, you obviously plan out like who you want to come or like
Yeah.
bring people in.
Usually when it comes to section, it's just like I'll either plan out with me and my boys and stuff. So like we know that we're putting up for it. But like, hey, look,
that's granted. Like
I have
women
a girl I'm talking to. She bringing her friends, whatever. We all
Yeah.
gonna have a good time. You feel me? So
Gotcha.
if I'm not putting up for the whole thing, either the people like my boys I'm with, like we're all gonna split it and stuff, and like that's something to
But
probably
you don't
discuss
go to
afterwards.
a section with.
Just you by yourself.
No,
And
I wouldn't. No,
That's
I wouldn't do
weird.
that,
That's
yeah.
weird because like you're paying.
Really?
Now
You're
I
being
feel like you're just looking for people to come to your section. It's like I feel like for me, sections like when you're.
But
having
sections can be
fun.
small though. Sections don't have to mean like a whole. Like sections can just be like a little area, like to sit down. Like you go with your girl.
Then go to a bar.
No.
Not a bar, but it's
Again,
like
it just
bar.
depends.
I wanna go to the section.
Not a bar, but why
I
get a
know where this
section
is
if it's
going,
just
that's why.
like you two? I feel
It's
like
not you two though. It's you, your man, and your friends. He's just sponsoring you and your friends.
All right, so but here's actually the $1 million question. Get the quals here. Here's the $1 million question here. Should you pay for your girl's friends?
Yes.
And I feel like to an extent,
least
yes.
once. At least once
you should.
Right.
Like if I'm especially if I'm talking to someone and stuff, and like, granted, is like discussed beforehand, like, oh look, I want a section and stuff. Like, I would like if I'm talking to somebody and
Your
her friends
girl
come.
has a lot of friends.
For sure, yeah. My girl has a lot of friends.
Okay, so imagine you and your girl, all her friends pull up to a spot and it's hot. Like nobody want to be on the floor. Like they want to be posted up.
No, for sure, definitely.
you're like,
I feel
"Aight, let
like
me get a
I'm not
section."
saying every time do that. No,
No, not every time. But
no. But I feel like at least once you should pay for your friend. You should pay for your girl's
it's not
friends.
a first date. This is your girl.
okay.
Like this is your shorty. Like this is your girl at this point. If it was a first date,
If it's a
Yeah.
first date, no.
I don't know y'all, and honestly, I don't even know her, and I don't even know her. So quite frankly, no. But if it's like my girl and like we've been seeing each other and stuff, and like I'm having a section and stuff, like I wouldn't mind putting up for the whole section at least one time.
Okay.
That's fair as fuck.
Have you guys ever been in that situation?
I personally never been in that situation.
No.
So wait, explain the situation.
So you have a girlfriend and you two are going out, but she's coming to all her other girls. So it's like y'all are all there, but you know, like nobody wants to be on the floor. It's mad hot, so she's just like wants a section for you and all her friends. Maybe it's like 4 or 5 friends. So you get a section for her and all her friends.
I feel like I haven't been in that situation, but I feel like it's situation like how your friends are looking, how's the party.
No.
I think it's also how your friends are.
section for
No,
a
it's
party.
lit. That's why she don't want to be down on the floor with everybody because it's hot and it's
All right,
like
yeah,
mad
I guess
people.
you gotta like Yeah, so you're the only like man there. So
You're the
it's
only
like,
man, so
yeah,
you have to
gotta-
be the provider.
You fake gotta eat up.
Yeah.
But also, I feel
Yeah.
like, but also, this can be a green flag too. It also depends like how well like your girl also knows you. Like if your girl knows that like you have it
don't
like
have
that,
it,
or you don't
yeah.
have
Yeah,
like.
she shouldn't
I
push
feel,
you
I feel,
into
I feel
that.
like if your girl
That's
knows you don't
true.
have it like that, she wouldn't even bring that up to you. You feel me? Like if your girl like kind of knows that you got it like that, like if you're making like $1 million a year, you can pay for your
Exaggerated,
sections
but
one
yeah.
time. You know.
Exaggerated, but yeah.
But do
also,
you guys let your girls know where you're at with your funding? Because I feel like a lot of times guys like to, they could be down bad and just kind of play it off like everything's cool.
No, I think it's important. I think it's important. Like if you have, like if your partner, I'm talking, not talking like you're just dating somebody. That's different. I'm talking like your partner, or even if you're dating someone. I think it's important to like give like a source of like reality where it's like, hey, like this is where I'm at. You feel me? And like I'm not necessarily broke. I'm not necessarily rich either. But it's more so like I'm not gonna live a life that I know I can't sustain. You feel me?
Okay.
And it's just like, again, this all really goes up to the energy and stuff. Like I'm not gonna date somebody that I know that they're like I know they're an expensive lifestyle. You feel me? And it's
Yeah.
just like that's not a knock on them. It's just
It's just
chances
not
are
for
we're probably
you.
not gonna be into the same thing. So it's
Right.
just like you rather not. I
Okay,
think it's
that's
important. I think it's important to like have a discussion, or at least one. I feel like if it's someone that you're serious about, is you have a discussion on finances, especially because it's just like then you have expectations placed on other people, and then when those
Right.
expectations are not met, that
Right.
you have a disconnect. You understand?
Right.
Like I feel as if like I feel like for a guy, like if a girl's really down for you, like she'll understand where you're at financially, and like if you're down bad financially and she's there to support you, I feel like that's a real one right there. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
yes,
But
I
if you're
agree.
not, like that's okay too, because in the end, like standards are standards. You feel me? Like
Right.
so.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, I don't know. It just depends though. It really just depends. It really just depends on who you're with, honestly. Because some people are like open to like some people are not like high maintenance. That's the thing. Like they understand, like they're grounded. They understand, like oh, you know, they don't really care how much you make. They just care like how much effort you go into it. You feel me? Like
But then I also feel like that can be tough too with social media and the way social media is right now.
yeah, and that's
And
a problem as well.
comparisons between, they
That shit
just
is
went,
not
this
real.
couple just went on a trip and she's just assuming that
I
the
think-
man
yeah.
paid for everything. Oh,
That
we
happened
never
to
go
me.
nowhere.
That happened to me.
Like I'm saying, like, everybody compares
I think that's
to
a
social
top,
media.
but I think that's a toxic way, and I really hate that. Actually,
I know, but you can't help it because this is the world we live in.
I feel
why
like
I deleted my Instagram. It's the best thing I've ever done. Like,
Thank you.
I would have deleted the Instagram, but we got this shit.
We got a
We got
podcast.
this
You can
shit.
keep
So.
the 347 and
Nah, but
leave
you
the
have to
other
promote
one.
it though. You have to promote it.
People had to know us. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
That goes nowhere. None of this that we're talking goes anywhere.
Just so you know, guys, I'm a super boyfriend.
Not yet. It's all getting cut out.
Speaking of boyfriend and relationships, I think there's a distinct
Okay, go
difference
ahead.
of people think that all right, men cheat, women cheat, but numbers don't. Numbers don't
That
cheat.
made no fucking sense.
That made no sense. I don't know where I was going with that. Do you think there's a difference? This is why I want to ask you. Do you think there's a difference when men cheat versus when women cheat? Not necessarily how often they do. It's more so. Do you think there's a difference?
Yeah.
No, there's no difference.
Wow, that's crazy. Why is there no difference?
Even if the girl's pregnant and she's cheating, there's no difference.
Who's pregnant and you know is cheating?
Nobody. But I'm just saying, there's no difference.
Pregnant.
What would the difference be?
You know what it is? I
Cheating.
think some men.
You
I'm
trying
not
to
saying
do
I
like
agree with this. Some men say that when men cheat is more so like they just cheat because they just want to have sex. They just want to fuck.
That's bullshit.
Wow. And then when women cheat is more so like it's more like an emotional cheat.
Emotional bullshit.
You think that's BS?
So give
Yes.
us your opinion.
Give us your opinion. Do you think I'm not saying okay, you know what? I'll be the first to say it. I never cheated.
Have you ever cheated?
Nah. If I cheat, no. If I do get with someone else, I'm not gonna be with the person.
Okay.
Black men don't cheat. So sorry.
Y'all love to say that.
Have y'all cheated? Have you cheated, Cristal?
No, I'm always single. I'm always
in
single.
school.
Always in school.
Yes, always in school, doing the right thing. No, but it's a different. I mean, it's not a difference because it can go for either gender. So, sometimes girls just want to get like it's like men think they're the only ones that just need to get their fix. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes women need to get our fix too. Like, we don't want it for emotions. We literally just want to get our fix. And then some men can be very emotional and have sex with a girl and fall in love with her.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
it's
you're
like,
right. That's true.
People are just going with the standard genders of, oh, males are tough, blah, blah, women are emotional. No, it's 2023. There's like gender roles are so fluid now. Like, you don't know what you're going to get.
I see some girls put the knee down for their men.
Like, that's what we're living in.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's how it is. It's no more like women in the kitchen, men are working. These ladies in 2023 are making more than men. Being the household providers. Niggas is like falling off.
I don't have a problem if the woman makes more than me.
I don't
That's
have a
good.
problem with that
Secure
either. I think
yourself.
it's just an ego thing. Like I don't have a problem.
Yeah, make the
as long
money.
as I have enough to.
Yeah, make sure you still making the money too.
Nah,
Yeah.
word. I'm gonna be making my shit, but
make
if you
sure.
make more than me,
I think the
the
important is that you're making enough so you can support
Yeah.
your woman and your
you,
family.
yeah.
As long
Yeah.
as you're making enough,
Yeah.
you can make more than me. I don't care.
Right.
As long as I'm making enough
one
to support.
weekend you may have the money to get your hair done, and I don't have to give it to you. So
Hey, at least I ain't gotta give you money to get your hair done. That's all I'm gonna say.
You got it. Like, you got
I ain't gonna annoy me. I'm still gonna give you money to get your hair done. Though I'm not
it.
gonna
But
lie
it's
to
like
you.
1 week you may have it, 1 week you may not have it, but she has it, so it's like.
Hey, that's it.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. So that's why I think that's all BS. That's all old school stuff.
Really? Because
Yeah, that's all.
I literally was having this argument with somebody the other day where
You still think it's a difference?
I think there's a slight difference. I mean, I think it's still fucked up either way. Whether cheating is fucked up regardless. But I think to an extent, some guys, like most guys, at least I've known, like when they cheat is more so like they were just horny and they just wanted their fix. And I'm not saying women can't have their fix too. Like women can definitely have their fix, but more often than not, from what
my
I've noticed, women when they cheat, like if they cheat outside, like if you're in a relationship and you decide to cheat, it's because there's something missing in your current relationship, and you're looking at in like somebody else or the person that you cheated
So
with.
the man who's getting his fix, why can't you just get the fix from his woman?
Well, that's where the disconnect happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes men cheat because their women's not supplying them what they want, whatever that is.
And I
really.
feel like you don't bring it up because it's like fucked up, depending on what it is.
So you just go out and get it somewhere else.
Some men, unfortunately, like
And they don't have the courage. I feel like people don't like change, and they don't have the courage enough to be like, all right, it's not going anywhere. I don't want to be with you.
some men. I feel like some men. Because you know what the thing is, like, unfortunately, not saying unfortunately, but we live in a society where, like, women kind of dictate, like, how sex is kind of like distributed and stuff. For example, most men will have sex for women that allow them to have sex with them. But women pick and choose who they have sex with, if that makes sense.
Because some niggas be having sex with anything.
Have you guys dated the women now? These women, some of them will just have sex with anybody. Like...
Hey.
Have you guys not encountered
Hey,
them?
I'm in a relationship. That's all I'm going to say.
Have you not encountered them? Right. I know you've encountered women who are not very picky. Or have you only encountered picky
From
women?
stories, yeah.
Stories, you've heard of them.
Yeah.
They're
Women
out
just be
there.
doing
There's a lot. It's not like how it used to be. It's really different.
You think women are like
because of social media.
behave more like men now, quote unquote?
Yes. There's no like men are this way, women are this way. Women can be just as bad as men.
I think women are even worse.
Evil.
Yes.
Evil.
You know what the thing is?
Not evil.
Women, I feel like no. Evil is heavy.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Evil
have
is
to-
heavy.
Situations, evil.
But I do think women can be definitely vindictive
Yeah.
on some shit. Like
We've
I've
learned how to be you guys, and we're just better at it.
now it's like good. You know the Barbie movie?
Nah,
I love. You haven't seen the Barbie movie? You haven't seen the Barbie movie? You're in school. You have no time. To see
The what movie?
the Barbie movie.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Yes, I love. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say I love Barbie. I thought that was a 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10 is crazy. I love that movie. I love that movie.
Okay, but I got the women empowerment. I like the women
But
empowerment.
2 out of 10, like what happened to the other 8?
Because they made it so much. They tried to say all this women empowerment and then made the movie about Ken.
Oh man.
Did you not think the movie was about Ken? And it was random. Like they just put through random shit in there.
I think.
I'm like,
You know what
do
it
you guys have a
is? I
plot?
think it got mostly more about Penn towards the second half in the movie.
No, even in this, I had higher hopes for it.
Wow, that's
But
highly
I
critical.
did. The two came from the women empowerment. Yes, I love that aspect of
The
it.
two came from women empowerment is crazy.
But other than that, it could use some work.
I feel like that movie is just
should work for Rotten Tomatoes.
just for the culture.
They would not want me ever.
I love that movie. I thought it was.
What did you love about it?
I like the visuals. I think the
What
costume,
visuals?
like
the cardboard?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, just
When they
the
were
setup.
going back and forth in the real world.
I think that was
Barbie
pretty
world?
good. That was pretty good. Like
Sometimes
set up.
Did you watch
No,
it?
no, I didn't.
I wish
I
you
didn't.
watched it because I was looking at that like confused. Like, how are they getting? Yeah,
I thought the acting was really good.
Okay,
I
they
thought
had
the
some-
jokes were funny as
Oh,
hell.
it was funny. Yes.
The jokes were
yes,
so,
it
and
was
you're
funny.
saying 2 out of 10?
Okay, fine. I'll
It's-
give it a 4. 2 more points for the jokes. 2 for women empowerment for jokes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4. I forgot. It was really funny. That
Okay.
saved it. If they didn't have those jokes,
The funniest
movie
joke
would
of
be
the
nothing.
spoiler alert, funniest joke in the movie was towards the end when she was like, "I'm going to the gynecologist." I literally almost cried,
no,
bro.
it was. I'm not gonna lie. It was. I remember I was laughing. Yeah,
Hopefully it comes on
was really
HBO.
HBO Max.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yo,
no,
how
it
do you
was
feel?
good.
Yo, movies are coming out on like streaming services like literally a week after they drop.
Oh yeah, I've watched so many illegal movies just on websites.
Yeah, I do that too.
Don't let Batman hear this, bro. He gonna beat you up.
Yeah, no, everything is at fingertips.
I think, and you know what? I think women acting more quote unquote like men is this. Do you think it's more so just women just taking the power back?
Oh yeah, the power we deserve.
Let's talk
It's
about
been
it.
so long. You guys have stripped it from us for so long. We're finally getting it back. Yeah. We're dominating
I'm-
for sure.
I'm
Even
speechless.
in the music industry,
Yeah,
like
no,
I
they
can't
got
remember
it.
the last male rapper. Like niggas is quiet rapping these days.
Wow.
The
You're right. You're
girls
right, though.
are
You know what it
rapping.
is? You know what it
Yeah,
is? You know what it is about the female rap culture, especially, at least nowadays? I feel like all of it is just really based more so. I'm not trying to diss anybody, but I feel like most of it is not even based off of talent. Like the last talented female rapper I've ever saw
Say
was
it.
Cardi. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah,
Wow.
Nicki.
I said the last one. I said the last one.
Nicki got bars,
All
bro.
right, no. I go back. I said the last one. I said the
Oh, he
last
said
one.
the last one.
I said
so,
the last
Oh,
one.
since Nicki.
Yeah, since.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say the only one. I said the last one, bro.
No
You
one
see
was
how
injured during
I
this
am.
podcast.
You see, now listen.
Okay. My
I
fault.
said.
I'm a barb, so
All right, so let me
clarify that.
rephrase. All right, I feel like talented rappers outside of Cardi, Nicki, obviously. I'm talking about our generation.
Ice Spice is nice.
But,
I don't
okay,
think Ice Spice
but
is. I
have
don't
a
think Ice
question.
Spice is talented, bro.
How talented are you if a male is gonna write your verse and you're just in the studio spitting it, rather than when you're behind the scenes writing every word?
What
every
I do think
flow?
writing and performing are two different things.
True.
Cardi doesn't even write her own songs,
But
but
she's a good performer.
she's a good performer. She's a great performer, and that's why I love Cardi. And she
Okay.
knows that. She knows that though, and that's fine. I feel like Ice Spice.
Ice Spice writes her shit.
I don't think she writes her shit, bro.
She was.
From Munch?
Munch?
From
She
Munch? No.
wrote Munch
She
in
wrote
her
Munch. No. She
And that's
wrote, no,
what
no.
took her
No.
off.
She wrote Munch. Every song after that is a ghostwriter behind her.
No.
Don't say that, bro.
They all
Listen,
get a
me-
little help. They all get a little help. Even Nicki gets a little help. Everybody gets a little help.
Okay, yeah.
But Ice, and you could tell Ice Spice is still writing her stuff because it's still kind of like she still kind of has that
Yeah, she
same
feels
thing
it.
to her.
She feels it.
Yeah, like
But I feel
she
like-
still
I
has
feel like
that
Ice
same
Spice
little
is
thing
mostly
to her.
more
She
so
hasn't
just like
changed.
her-
Cardi has changed. Like you could see how her verses are just getting more and more good. Like it's just like, all right, we know you ain't come up with that shit. Like,
Yeah, sure.
Ice
Yeah,
Spice,
you're
you're like,
right.
okay, we could see like Cardi, we know you ain't right that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's more so talent. Now, I feel like a lot of it is more so just like, put it frankly, sex appeal.
That goes into it.
That definitely goes into it. For
I
sure.
feel like,
You
and
have to,
even
yeah.
Ice Spice is aware of this. I feel like a lot of,
Yeah,
a big reason why she's popping is because she just looks good. Okay, if we're really talking about her music by itself, don't do that.
Speaking of female rappers, okay, I have to bring y'all back because when it first came out with the whole Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, did you guys believe Tory Lanez actually did it before he just got sentenced to, what did he get, 10 years now?
10 years, yeah, 10 years.
So now we know he did it.
All right, for
But
starters,
before this sentencing, did you guys believe he did it?
honestly, the fingers point to him. The fingers definitely point to him.
Okay.
I do think the whole story is sketchy because now it's
Yeah.
like everyone was lying in the
I
story.
think it was like it's just a new story every time. The
And like
friend was
the
there.
problem is it was a new story every
The
time.
friend was jealous that she was fucking with Tori.
Yeah.
I mean, all the stories didn't make sense.
Right.
Why the friend might could have done it. So
Like in the end, like yes, like I guess on paper at his base, he had the gun and Megan's foot got shot.
Period.
So that's what happened. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that did
But he
happen.
came up with
Like-
a whole album just talking about how he didn't do it, he didn't. I'm like, damn, like I listened to the album, like, what? Like I knew he did it, but I'm like, how could you do something and really be so adamant about not doing
He was
it?
getting money off it.
yeah.
I guess
I
you'll
mean,
do it with
honestly,
something
even
like
before the whole child and stuff, I do think he did it. We just didn't know like how it
Are you
happened.
guys Tory fans?
I mean,
don't listen to
I
his
definitely. I mean, I liked his music. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I gotta listen to his music.
So
but
do you
his music
care
is
that
alright.
he's even in the pen right now? For
Personally, I
Daniel?
really don't care that much. I don't care that much. Like, it's upsetting, but like, what do you want? What do you want to
No,
do?
like,
You
who
shot
cares?
her, bro. Like, you shot her in the foot, bro. And like,
Never
and just so we're clear, like, he's not just getting 10 years because he shot her. Like, he's getting 10 years on top of shooting her. Unlicensed, registered. Like, he had a gun unlicensed. He doesn't have a licensed gun. Aggravated
okay.
assault. Like, there's a lot of charges he has,
Okay.
and he's an immigrant.
Yeah. At the end of the day.
He's an
Yeah,
immigrant,
that's
bro.
never good here in America. They'll get you. For
I mean,
that.
it's unfortunate, you feel me? But like Brian said, like I feel like the problem is that like the child, there was too many like he said she said thing.
yeah.
Believable stories.
Like not
Right.
like I feel like everybody was lying in that trial. I don't know
Yeah.
who to believe, but in the end of the
I
day,
know.
they got shot. Tori had the gun.
I
like I
hope we
said-
hear from Megan again.
Huh?
I hope we hear from her again.
I hope we do too.
Cause she was on top after Cardi. It was Megan. It was Nicki, Cardi, then Megan, and Megan just went down because of Tory Lane. So we hope she comes back and gets the game going again.
But what I like about Cardi a lot too. I was talking this with somebody the other day. You see how Nicki and Cardi.
I hate Cardi.
Why do you hate Cardi?
She's a
There
bar.
we go. Why do you hate Cardi?
'Cause
Why
she's
do
a
you hate
bar.
Cardi?
Guys, she don't write her own shit, and she's
What the fuck does that even mean?
I
You
don't
want people to
know.
write their own stuff?
If you're gonna claim to be best female in the rap game, yes. You can't try to get to Nicki's level, but then not write your own stuff. Then you just have to give Nicki the crown. Be like, Nicki, you got it.
You're a Nicki fan. I think that's
I'm
the
a
problem.
I respect
You-
that. So you
Nicki
can't
fan.
like you have to write your own stuff at least.
If you're gonna compare yourself to Nicki, if she doesn't want to compare, then that's fine.
Yeah. At least.
But I don't think Cardi was ever trying to compare. What I was about to get into was
maybe
that
not, but
I don't
still.
think Cardi was ever trying. I think Cardi was really just trying to do her own thing. The thing about it is that Cardi, what I like about Cardi is that Cardi tried to bring like at least a culture. Like when Megan was
Yes,
popping,
yes.
Cardi tries to bring her together.
No,
you feel
that's
me?
what. Okay, I'm with you. Cardi's Nicki's a bitch.
Nicki wants to be like a dictator, and that's the fucking problem, bro.
Nicki's
like
a bully.
she's a bully, bro.
No,
bully.
she is.
That's
And
why
I'm
I
a
was
huge Nicki fan.
That's
I
why
say
the
Nicki's a
whole
bully.
Nicki and Cardi
Yeah, she
beef.
is.
I was on Cardi's side the whole time
Yeah,
because
I
you're
was
bugging the fuck
uncomfortable.
out.
Even did you see when she came for Lotto and she calls her scratch off?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
That's weird, bro. Like,
That's so mean.
and I feel like
she's
her,
so mean.
and I feel like her collabing with
I
Ice
don't-
Spice is her just trying to stay relevant.
Yes.
and that's
Yeah.
fucking weird, bro. Like, why?
She's in
You're
Call of
like she's
Duty.
trying to be bounced so
Yeah.
bad, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like an older woman trying to. I don't know. Let me not, bro. Let me
about to go
not.
crazy.
Take it easy on the older women.
Let me not. Let me.
No, I felt that though. Yeah, I agree.
I think.
So how do you guys feel about Sexy Red?
She's lit.
I don't think she's good.
I've
She's
really
not
listened to
good, but
her.
she's lit. I like.
I
She's a
think
bop.
Yeah.
Now I
She's
feel
a
like
bop.
at this point anybody can just
Anybody,
do
yeah.
this. Sexy
But
Red
that's
is trash.
but that's what I'm telling about. Like, I feel like nowadays the music industry is not much talent. You feel me? It's
There's
more so
nothing.
just they look good and they have a vibe.
Do you guys
Yeah.
think Sexy Red look good?
She
honest.
has her photos now.
She has her
She's-
photos.
She's so-
She's what? What attracts you to
she's-
Sexy Red?
Oh no. She
The
has
glasses?
she has a like.
I mean, she's
I've seen
attractive. I think
photos,
she's
like,
attractive.
She is attractive, but she like has her photos. Like, oh, she looks good at this one. Oh no, she doesn't.
You know what the problem is? I think people are just not photogenic, and when you see them, it's different. Maybe if we saw Sexy Red, we might think she's sexy. Who knows? Who knows?
No, I know. I don't know.
But I think
I don't know
nowadays,
what's
I feel-
happening anymore.
I
It's
feel like
just
nowadays, I feel like people
going
just.
wild.
I feel like if they're not shaking ass, like there's not gonna be relevancy. I feel like people. I mean, most of Ice Spice fans are not even fans of her music. I want you to
Just
let
the
that sink in
shaking
for a
ass.
second.
Yeah.
They're not even fans of her music. They're really just fans of her just shaking ass. And she knows
But
this.
that is like, how did because Sexy Red doesn't have an ass. So it's like, how did
Maybe
she
because
get
her
famous?
like
Her
her
vibe, maybe.
naturalness, her vibe, her music.
Yeah, just her.
She's
Yeah,
fun.
she's very
You could
organic.
be
like
a
yeah.
friend.
Uzi's fun. I used to be
Yeah.
I used to be a big Uzi hater.
I remember when you were
I
a Uzi
love
fan.
Uzi. I love Uzi.
Yeah. Oh, you too,
Love
both of you guys.
I was
Yeah.
never like an
Uzi's good.
Uzi fan. I was actually very highly critical on Uzi, but now I understand like his. I don't really understand like his charisma and stuff. Like
People gotta understand like him as a person.
yeah,
to
I
know
didn't really
his
understand. Like once I understand who Uzi was and like what his intention was, like he's lit.
How did
Uzi's
you guys
lit.
come to understanding that? You guys watch videos of him?
This
outside of
podcast,
rapping?
like the way he lives,
Yeah, the stuff
Oh,
he does.
like
the
the
Uzi
shit
just
he
lives very
posts.
carefree. Like he doesn't care.
Leslie Chow went from like Leslie Chow to. Yeah, see.
Is he a
See? I don't
transgender?
know. No, so it was like a person, like a character he did when he went to Japan, I think.
It's weird. It's weird. It's kind of weird.
Uzi is.
He's a little. I like him. I like him.
I like some of his songs. Okay. So
This
thank you
is-
guys for having me. I appreciate it. Oh wait, were we not wrapping up?
You can go.
You
Oh,
can
do
go.
you wrap up?
You can go.
No, go.
You can go. Just go.
You already started. You already started.
Just
You
go.
already started. Go.
Just go. Just go.
Thank you guys
Just go.
for coming out here. I really appreciate it. You guys brought the podcast to my home. I don't have to do nothing. I just have to look cute.
Now
So
watch
I
niggas
appreciate
DM us
it.
be like, yo, you do that, bro?
Yeah, now they're gonna be like, oh, 347 pull up. No, it's only for me because I'm a special guest.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is episode 19. It was really good. What we hit it all today.
Yeah,
Honestly,
everything.
moral of the story: don't date if you can't afford it.
Period.
Don't date if you can't afford it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
Men and women cheat. It's the same
Don't
thing.
cheat if you don't
Yeah.
want to get cheated back on.
Ooh.
100.
UConn. You know,
UConn.
people.
Come to Connecticut if you want some space.
Not her.
It's
It's
Con,
just.
Connecticut men. You can touch on that too.
Oh yeah, they're corny.
Well, not all. I'm a firm believer of people, but according to Cristal, Connecticut men from Connecticut, born and raised in Connecticut,
Yeah.
are corny.
Yeah.
If you're from Connecticut, comment down below and tell her that she's wrong.
They're not gonna,
They're not gonna comment. They'll be like, "Yo, fake bro, she's right, man."
yeah, they're gonna agree. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I wish I was from New York."
And yeah, I
Lot
mean, it
of
was a
shit.
fun episode.
This
That's
was
it.
fun. This was
This
a lot
was
of
fun. This was good.
Yes.
Next time we come here, we're gonna be cooking
Oh yes.
Oh, shit.
because yo, Crystal's a chef
I am a chef. You didn't know?
No.
Yeah.
and she can cook.
Yeah.
And she can cook.
So I'm gonna have you guys come back and we're gonna cook something.
That's it. Get your apron. Get your do
But that's
rag.
gonna be my show.
That's
So
gonna be
that'll
her
next,
show,
yeah.
not the 347. That's
347.
Not
gonna.
the thief for a
It's
second.
gonna be
Okay.
the Crystal Show featuring 347.
Yes.
Featuring.
Yes.
Oh
yes,
gosh,
yes, yes.
guys, thanks for popping out. And
Thank you.
how am I supposed to end this?
Just end it.
100.
Yes.